you have auspiciousness and causes of success. May you have the confidence to always do your best. May you take no effort in your being generous. Sharing.
My strongest memory of Barb is of her feisty devotion to her students and to her remarkable relationship with her co-teacher, Melissa.
My best memory of Barb I just have too many to count. I have loved being her 5th grade partner in crime. She is an amazing shoulder to cry on. She is so willing and generous to give and help her colleagues. She fights for us so hard on the negotiating team. She is so committed to her students and doing what's best for them.
I really love the weekend that we spent together in New York City. We danced in every elevator and went to the theater, saw the Statue of Liberty. That boat trip was pretty awesome. It meant a lot to me.
Hey, Ms. Zelk. One of my favorite memories is when we went to Stowe to the theater to see Walk to Moons.
One of my favorite memories with Barb was when we were on Team Yellow together the year we did Staff Olympics. Now, I thought I was super competitive until I became Barb's teammate, and she just helped me elevate my game to a whole new level. Barb is one tough fighter, and we definitely got robbed that year.
Hi, Barb. You know, there are so many memories of our time together. All those wonderful, challenging 5th grade units that we did with the team and countless planning and meetings. But what stands out for me, Barb, even today, is your incredible teaching, your wonderful energy, your work ethic, your commitment to kids, and your insight and problem solving. You found a way to surmount obstacles, and I can say without a shadow of a doubt that children, families, and staff were all the better for it. You made a difference, a huge difference, and you should feel very proud of that.
One of my best memories of Barb has to be when we were planning our Interact units for 5th grade. When I first started working here, we used to do Pickett's Charge and Ellis Island. And Ellis Island, man, she dressed up and was one of the officers, and I think I was scared on the day that we did it. But she did a great job, and I know that's one that students and myself have never forgotten because it was so realistic and a real hands-on experience for students that I was amazed with her planning and preparation for that.
My favorite memory of Barb. I don't even know where to start, Barb. There's so many. I have to say one fun one though that comes to mind is our field trip up Snake Mountain and you showing up with dryer lints in your hair, the dryer sheets, to try to keep the mosquitoes away. That's definitely a classic fun memory that I have of you. There are many more, but I only can share one.
Sue, my best memory of you is being a fellow itinerant teacher and knowing how spread thin that can make you feel, but you never failed to have a smile on your face and a cheerful greeting for anybody you encountered, student or staff member. And that's what I'm going to remember about you. Enjoy your retirement. You deserve it.
My best memory of Sue is when she brought me some clothes and donated it to the Philippines. That was really kind of you, Sue. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna miss talking to Miss Fitzpatrick in the hall.
Sue, I'm gonna miss you so much. You were the best neighbor that anybody could ever ask for, and it's gonna be really hard without you. So thank you for being you, and I hope you have a wonderful retirement. You deserve it, and you earned it.
Sue and Cindy, I'll always remember sharing our hopes and dreams as I collected money for our retirement fund. Unfortunately, our numbers never came up.
My favorite moment of Sue is that she was always there when I was having a bad day, she could tell, and she would always put a smile on my face and crack a joke. Thank you.
Sue, You know, Sue, when I think of our time together, I think of a person who was committed, hardworking, flexible, and compassionate, and one filled with integrity. You made a difference in people's lives, Sue, and it was an honor and a privilege to work with you. I wish you all the best in your next phase of life and hope that our paths will definitely cross again. Congratulations on your retirement.
My best memory is with Martha. We would spend every day in the lunchroom together, and even though it could get crazy sometimes, she would always be cool, calm, and collected, and we always had something to talk about, which made the time go by a lot faster.
I will always remember how caring Martha is, and how supportive she is of the students that she works with. They are able to find success because of how much she cares about them.
One thing about Martha that I would love to share is the fact that she is a lost and found queen. I recently had a parent come to the school looking for something and said, out of all the schools he's ever been to, our lost and found is the best.
Hey Martha, happy retirement, my friend. I'm so happy for you. I'm happy for you and Paul to move down to South Carolina, although I'll miss seeing you next year when I sub, hopefully, at Fleming again for Jill. I have just loved working with you. I don't even remember how many years you've been at Fleming, but it feels like forever. You've been a very dear friend to me, and I love how you work with the kids. You are just such, I don't even know how to describe it, but you are wonderful and caring, and the kids just adore you, as do I.
Hey, Martha. What am I going to do without your advice and our little advice sessions down in the staff room? I'm going to miss you.
Martha, as someone who was an IA serving in the trenches, I just know how much you're going to miss lunch duty. In spite of that, have a wonderful retirement.
Martha, thank you for helping me when I first joined the staff of Fleming and for teaching me the ropes of the lunchroom.
Well, Martha, I am not sure what Fleming is going to do without you, the guru of collecting everything lost and found. Parents are going to miss having you and just being so organized and keeping track of all the belongings that kids seem to constantly leave behind.
My best memory of Cindy is when she would leave me little notes of love, laughter, and good times for me to find throughout the office during the rest of my day. I'm really gonna miss working with you, Cindy.
My best memory of my longtime partner, Cindy, is of her consistency. She was the same every day. She's a good listener, and we could depend on each other. Sharing an office and 500 students with another person for almost 8 years, or a little more than 8 years, is no small thing. She had a light and caring touch with students and their families, and with me. I have no idea the things that I did that bugged her, because she would never say what they were. Many of the students loved the little Red Sox people that she had stuck to the refrigerator, and they would come in and they would ask me about whatever awesome player it was, and I would say, I am so clueless, you will have to ask Miss Munchin about that. It happened a lot.
I've really, really enjoyed working with you these, I don't even know how many years, but a lot. And I love your sense of humor. I love how you are with kids when they come to the nurse's office. And I love how we collaborate together to help meet kids' needs.
My favorite moment of Cindy is my very first day of in-service. I was sitting there all by myself, really nervous, not talking. And that came off that I was really mean, so Cindy thought I was rude, but it turns out I'm not, and she really likes me, and we're good friends. Love you, Cindy.
Cindy, thank you for your sense of humor, for your wonderful bulletin boards, and for teaching everyone how to spell Cynthia.
Not only is Cindy one of the most loyal and epic Red Sox fans ever, but I must say she is one of the most willing participants I have ever met in whatever we're doing as a staff, whether it's a cook-off, whether it's some silly assembly that requires staff participation. Cindy was always a gamer, ready to go with a great attitude too.
A memory with Cindy, I would definitely say would have to be just her having her there for me during PBIS celebrations and doing Twin Day together, and also anytime we dress up for Sports Day, we'd both wear Red Sox or Patriots, and I just definitely valued my friendship with her at the same time and having her as my office mate.
One of my favorite memories of Dan is when I had to go tell him that we had heard that there was allegedly a 4th grade boy stuck in the trash can in the boys' bathroom because they'd been playing hide and seek. And he never cracked a smile. Well, he didn't for a couple weeks. A couple weeks later, he did.
My favorite memory of Dan is watching him host the GOB every year. I love his enthusiasm for geography, and I always learn something new.
My favorite memory with Mr. Ryan was being in his book club. Best wishes.
One of my best memories of Dan was in New Orleans, where he was an amazing tour guide. But also we were at Acme Oysters, and we sat down to have dinner, and they brought out some oysters, but they were some of the biggest oysters I've ever seen. And one of the ladies next to us commented, she's like, "Slap my grandma, that's the biggest oyster I've seen." And we all had a good laugh, and Dan was a good sport. He got it down. It was pretty amazing. Wished I'd taken a video of that, but it's pretty awesome.
I appreciate that you are always behind your teachers, supporting them and encouraging them. I also have noticed it's very clear how you see strengths in students, and you know how to highlight those strengths and focus on the positive. So
my best memories of you are just being such an advocate and supporter of the arts. You were one of those administrators that didn't just talk the talk, but you walk the walk, and you support all of the arts, and just you embrace it. It was so important to you. You realize the value of it for students and staff alike. And I think of all the different principals, assistant principals I've had over the years in different states, districts, and you stand out, you rise above, and one of my most valued, treasured colleagues, and I'd like to say friend.
Hi, Dan. You know, Dan, you've dedicated your life to children and families through education with all of its challenges and pressures. One thing I've always remembered about you is how you always put family first. You made things possible because that was an important priority for you. I remember the bags of candy corn, the notes that meant so much, the barbecues, the fireworks, the Irish breakfast, and so many other things, all the ways you connected and you cared.
Well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it. I want you to have it all. May you be as fascinating as a slap bracelet. May you keep the chaos and the clutter off your desk. May you have unquestionable health and less stress. Having no possessions though immeasurable wealth. May you get a gold star on your next test. May your educated guesses always be correct. And may you win prizes roses shining like diamonds. May you really own it each moment to the next. May the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa. May the road less paved be the road that you follow. Whoa. Well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all.
You have brains in your head and feet in your shoes. You can go anywhere you choose.